So you all know my bike. It's a V-Star. It's 1100 cc's with a lot of performance modifications on it. I've got my 2-in-1 exhaust there, and that little cow horn shaped thing with a cone on the front on that side, and on this side is a modified air intake. So I have a lot of performance mods on this bike. I've only got about just a little over 3,000 miles on it. It's a 2007, and it's never given me a moment's problem. It's always started first go, runs like a clock. It's been an absolutely awesome bike, and I love it. It fits me perfectly. If anything, I might like either rises on or more of a pullback on the handlebars, because I get a little bit of elbow pain. Because even though I can flat foot it really easy, I don't have very long man arms, so it tends to be a little bit tighter for me. Hello, ponies. Anyhow, so I really do love this bike, and even though I put a couple $1,000 worth of mods on it, and it's a 2007, it's 2009 now, it's 2 years old. I own the bike. I own it. So I'm not paying a cent on it, and that's a really good feeling. So my problem is I've fallen in lust. I've fallen in lust with a Victory Vegas Jackpot, and the 2010, which nobody seems to have right about now, strangely enough. The 2010 model is really delicious. It's there are two colors available. There is a black one, which is just seems to be yet another one of your black cruiser style bikes with lots of chrome, and then the other color is called Tequila Gold. And how can you not love something with the name of an alcohol in it? So anyway, I've fallen in lust with that, and I think it's partly to do with the paintwork, because it will stand out in a crowd, it'll stand out in a lineup of cruiser style bikes. You will know precisely which one is yours. The other thing is that it has a humongous fatty rear wheel. It's a 250mm rear tire, and when you look down the lines of the bike, she's just all curves. It's wonderful. She's just got this great little bubble butt, and I really like that. I think that's really super cool. So I've fallen in lust with this bike, and it's a 106 cubic inch engine with about 1730 or 1740 cc engine. So it's quite way more powerful, more than mine. I think my stock bike is about 45 horsepower. It's an 1100 cc, 45 horsepower, and the mods that I've done to it probably crank out maybe another 10 to 15. So maybe I'm cranking out 60 horsepower, maybe. But boy, this thing, it cranks out 96 horsepower, 96. So I don't know if I've got any business being on something that's that powerful, because I don't usually ride too much like a hoon, and I think that bike will really bring out my hooligan factor. So I'm not sure if it's really a very good idea. Plus I'm not like a 20-something-year-old whippersnapper. I don't know, maybe I'm having a midlife crisis. Hey, at least it's not a little red convertible and blondes, because I already have a little red convertible and I am blonde, so you know, it all pencils out, right? So anyway, so there's my dilemma. What I could do is bite the bullet and buy a Victory, and I like that they've got more American parts and bits and everything on them, and they're made in Iowa. They're basically more American than Harley, so they really are giving Harley a run for their money. They're cheaper than a similarly outfitted Harley from what I've seen, and these bikes are basically bulletproof. I've been on forums where people have got, you know, 30, 60, one guy had 105,000 miles on his Victory and hasn't done anything to it except regular services. So, you know, I gotta love that. But so my dilemma is, I can stick with my poor 1100 that's never given me a second's trouble, and which I own, and I've already got a couple $1,000s into it in performance modifications, so now I could look at sinking maybe $6,000 to $10,000 in eye candy in it. And apart from the exhaust and some minor stuff like the seat and the grips, I haven't really done anything to it in terms of eye candy. So to get it looking the way I want it to look, I mean, there's nothing wrong with the way it looks. It looks like a classic retro Jimmy Dean style kind of black low slung cruiser, but there's a lot of black low slung cruisers out there. So to get it the way I'd really like it to look, I'd want to slam it down an inch or more. I'd want to chop the fenders. I'd want to put a wider back tyre on it. I'd never get anything that's even close to the 250mm without doing some major reconstructive surgery. Light screen, honey. That's right, wakey wakey. So I'd never get anything as wide as the Victory, of course, but I could get something maybe a little wider. So chopped fenders, a stretch tank, and then immediately, you know, it's got really nice paintwork. It's got ghost flames and everything all through it. But as soon as you start talking about that, you start talking about custom paintwork, and that's a minimum of $3,000 right there. And then, you know, getting a different rake on the tree, and you know, so, you know, we're talking a fair bit of eye candy there, and some major bling bling. So that's my dilemma. Either I can sink the money into a bike I already own, and even then, you know, and the trouble is, you're still sinking money into something that you'll never get money out of at the end. But then I'm not really in it to get money out of it, you know. I just want it to look the way I want it to look. So that's my dilemma. Bite the bullet and just buy a Victory and then start all over again, because I'd have to do customization of that too. You know, I'd have to get sweep pipes, and I'd have to change out grips and pegs and levers and put it down a little bit lower to the ground probably. I guess it's just what it's going to look like. So maybe I just save up my money. I don't know. Or maybe I just go home and buy a new set of mirrors for my